What's up, everybody? This is Hannibal Sky doing a starter's guide for Mass Effect 2 on the Xbox 360 for NextGenWalkthroughs.com. I'm going to start off by going over how to import a character from the first game. It's the best way to play the game. You get a lot of benefits. There's extra missions that you wouldn't get if you just started a new character. You start off at level 3 or 5, depending on what level your character is. And you start with some extra money if your character had the rich achievement from the last game. Anyway, you see here, you go to the Mass Effect 1 importer, and it'll show your characters here that you beat the game with. They won't be here, though, if your last save file from the first game is not at the very end of the game. So if you beat the game and then you started a new game plus and didn't finish it, your character won't be here. You'll need to go back, pick up one of your saves that's closest to the end of the game, beat it again, and then you can pick them up here. I'm going to do my Insanity playthrough on this character, so I'm choosing my level 60, because level 60 starts you at level 5. So you get a little boost right at the beginning. I suggest turning squad power usage off, especially on Insanity, even hardcore, because there's situations where you're getting rushed by an enemy, and you need to be able to have both your characters able to hit them with something if you're reloading. Like you're at a position where it's either they hit them and kill them or knock them off their feet, or you're going to get killed while you're reloading. If squad power usage is on, they might use their power right before you need it. And in this game, if you use your power, one power out of all your powers, they all have to recharge. It's not each; they aren't individual. So that's for you and your squad mates. If you import, you don't have to keep your old appearance. You can change what they look like. You can't change the name, you can't change gender, but you can change what they look like. I'll talk a little bit about class. I suggest picking by weapons, primarily. The soldier's really good, because you can use any gun except for the submachine gun. The infiltrator's awesome, because you get the sniper rifle and the heavy pistol. You get the submachine gun too. I didn't really use it much. But when you go to take a sniper shot, time slows down for you every time, so you get better headshots. And your class ability, your class specialty ability, is a cloak ability where you go invisible. So, and when you go invisible, they don't keep looking for you. They immediately go after your teammates. Like, you just, okay, that guy's gone, forget about him, let's go after someone else. So that comes in handy when you're getting rushed a lot too. You can go invisible, run to a cover. If you have it fully upgraded, you get a damage bonus for sniping while in cover too, or while in cloak. Sentinel I kind of like too, now that I'm going back and playing that a little bit now. On my second playthrough, because I'm using Reeve with it, you get the tech armor, which is your shield ability, and that's a big one to have. But that one's more based off of powers than it is off of weapons. Now, part of the way through the game, you do get to choose an advanced weapons training where you can pick up an assault rifle or a sniper rifle if your character doesn't start off with it. But that's not for a little bit into the game. Now here, I've already beat the game, so I can choose any one of these loyalty powers. You would normally have to do a loyalty mission with one of your squad mates in order to earn one of these, and you'd have to research it to get it. Since I've already beat the game, I can just choose any of them. Soldier and Infiltrator don't have shield power, so I suggest doing Barrier or get a shield boost. I've never used Fortification, but I'm guessing it works the same. So that way, if your shield gets dropped, and it will, in a heartbeat in this game, you can hit a button and be right back with a full shield, ready to still fight. So it's come in handy better than any other power I've used. Start off, if you imported a character, go ahead and go into your menu and level them up. You see there I have money and resources already. Once you beat the game once, you never have to look for element 0 again. You start with 50,000 and you never use it. I've done every single upgrade you can do with element 0, and I've never used 50,000. I suggest putting all your points at the beginning until you fully level up your class specialty, because that gives you a 100% boost to Paragon or Renegade, or 75%, whichever one you choose. I suggest the 100%, because your you want to stick with one or the other, Paragon or Renegade, because it's going to come into play a lot in this game. It's one of the big important factors, the overarching scheme of the game, their idea for it. You saw me there, I picked up a clip. There's ammo management in this game, not like the last one where you could just run and gun and not have to worry about ammo. You do have to worry about it in this one. When you pick up ammo, it can fill to any of your weapons. It'll fill the one that's in your hand first. You see here, the power wheel. You can assign your left and right bumpers to one of your powers. The Y button is always going to be your class specialty power. Going back to talk a little bit more about the clips. After every battle, you're going to end up looking for those. Get used to like spotting them. See which characters drop it when you kill them if you can, because you will be using that a lot. There's the gun wheel. One way to keep your ammo usage down is turning your squad power usage off and manually doing it. So if you have a sniper rifle like I do in this game, you'll see me in some of my later videos. I'll hit an enemy with warp and a concussive shot or something first, and then take my headshot with the sniper rifle. So I only had to shoot once. Where if I didn't do that, I'd have to shoot them 2 or 3 times maybe. So if you do that with every enemy, just bang bang, hit them twice with your squad mates, and then one shot from you or just a couple shots from you. If you're not using the sniper rifle, you're going to save your ammo a lot. Here I picked up a heavy weapon. You don't have to switch weapons with the gun menu. You can just hold down X and it'll switch back to the last one you had. Heavy weapons are the only guns that you don't get ammo when you pick up the little clips. You have to find the power cells crates. And something I didn't realize, when you pick up the heavy weapons ammo from that, it also refills a portion of your regular ammo. So if you have a gun that's completely empty, that's on 0 clips, go back and reload it, because it'll fill your clips but it won't fill your gun. So think about that as you're picking up ammo. If you run over one that says you're full, it'll put a little symbol up, you're not picking it up. Check your guns, make sure you don't have any empty guns. This is the new bypass system, like decryption type stuff. It's just basic memory matching. I would just start from the outside in, so you can kind of remember the path you followed, like going across them. Maybe I use word association with the symbols, find something that makes sense, so when you see it you immediately associate with something. Helps me remember it. I don't know, everybody's got different techniques for it. It's not too tough once you get the hang of it. I only missed a couple when I first started playing the game. After that I never missed any, unless I got shot in the back, which happened a couple times. So always save first, because if you get shot in the back, it takes you out of that menu, and there's some of those where you can't go back to it. Once you've dropped out of it, you missed it. That you could miss a door that way, so you'd miss a whole area. You could miss some money, and money plays a big factor in this one. There's not an unlimited supply of money, because you don't sell your weapons like you did in the first game. Now when you're fighting, I'll show you that here in a second. A good way to know if there's any enemies left, like hiding in cover, is to watch your teammates. They'll step out of cover when it's all clear. This is the other little matching game. You have to look at that code at the top and find that in the piece in the middle there. Beer Baron mentioned this in his guide as well. Look at the way they're aligned first. There will be some that will be like left justify, where they're all lined up in paragraphs along the left. Some will be diagonal like this one is. Some of them will just kind of be free floating. And you see those big X's there. Those will take away one of your correct blocks. You have to get 3 matches. If you have 2 and then you hit one of those red X's, you're down to 1. And it's timed, so try to stay away from those. I occasionally hit those, but try to keep away from them. Also, there's no pausing in that, so if you get a phone call or something, that's another reason why you save first, because you'll miss it if you have to stop playing. Here's where I'll show you. You can see a little bit when I do this little fight, how when the fight's over, you'll see my 2 teammates step out of cover and run back over to me. It's an indicator. It helps you out later in the game when people will kind of hide in cover. You don't know if they're still there. And other than that, I'll see you guys in the next guide.